The news about Taehyung and Jungkook's trip to Switzerland suddenly became a big spotlight, even said to surprise Hybe's own party. In the midst of official schedules that are usually neatly planned and announced with clear outlines, this trip actually comes up with many question marks. There were no major announcements in advance, no detailed explanations at the beginning, just pieces of information that slowly came to light and sparked the public's curiosity. What exactly is the purpose of Taehyung and Jungkook going to Switzerland, and why does this trip feel different than usual? It all started with a simple moment captured on camera. Taehyung and Jungkook appear to be at the airport, with a much quieter atmosphere than other official departures. There are no exaggerated gestures, no impression of haste, but it is precisely the calm that provokes speculation. The public began to wonder if this was a private trip, a secret agenda, or something that really was beyond the expectations of many, including their own agencies. Switzerland is not a destination. The country is known as a place that is often chosen for important agendas that require high privacy. From exclusive meetings, large-scale creative projects, to moments of personal reflection, Switzerland has always been synonymous with tranquility and confidentiality. When Taehyung and Jungkook's names were linked to Switzerland, speculation quickly grew. Many suspect that this trip has a deeper meaning than just a short vacation. Hybe's internal reaction is called quite surprising. Not in a negative sense, but rather because these trips are outside the usual patterns known to the public. Taehyung and Jungkook are known as professional artists who always follow the flow of schedules with high discipline. But this time, their journey feels quieter, more personal, and away from the official spotlight. This raises a big question. Is there an agenda that is deliberately kept in meetings? On the other hand, Taehyung and Jungkook's closeness is a factor that cannot be ignored. The two have a relationship that has been established over the years, not just as group mates, but as best friends who understand each other. A joint trip to Switzerland can be a space for them to discuss in depth, share ideas, or even plan something they have never done before. In the creative world, this kind of moment is often the beginning of a big project. Upon arrival in Switzerland, the atmosphere reinforces the mystery even more. There is no conspicuous public activity. Taehyung and Jungkook choose to rest at the hotel, enjoy the tranquility, and get away from the hustle and bustle. For some, it looks like a holiday. But for those who understand the rhythm of the entertainment industry, it is precisely this kind of calmness that is often a sign of preparation. Many great ideas are born not in crowded meeting rooms, but in quiet places that give room for clear thinking. Speculation is growing in various directions. Some suspect this trip has to do with individual creative projects, given that Taehyung and Jungkook are both known to have strong artistic visions. Others believe that Switzerland is a neutral venue for important talks, away from the pressure of the Korean media. Other conjectures suggest that the trip was about personal reflection, a needed respite after a long period of intense scrutiny and demands. Hybe itself is known as a highly structured company. Each step of the artist usually has context and careful planning. So it is not surprising that this trip is called shocking, not because it violates the rules, but because it presents something unusual. Taehyung and Jungkook, with their global status, have great influence. Every decision, no matter how small, can have far-reaching consequences. Switzerland is a setting that makes this decision feel even more significant. Interestingly, there were no signs of tension. On the contrary, the aura that emanated from Taehyung and Jungkook during this trip felt calm and stable. This is not a journey tinged with anxiety, but a journey that looks mature and full of awareness. It was as if the two knew exactly what they were doing, although the outside world still kept wondering. For fans, this trip became a source of mixed emotions. There is curiosity, there's worry, but there's also trust. Taehyung and Jungkook have long shown that they understand their responsibilities as artists and public figures. If they choose Switzerland as a destination, many believe that there are compelling reasons behind it. The trip also gave rise to a broader discussion of the artist's individual freedom amid the massive system of the entertainment industry. Taehyung and Jungkook are no longer just young idols who go with the flow. They're mature artists with long experience, who may now be in a new phase of their lives and careers. Switzerland, with all its symbols of tranquility, could have been the place where that phase began to be formulated. Until now, there is no official explanation that really reveals the main purpose of the trip, and maybe not everything needs to be explained clearly. The mystery becomes part of the story, a quiet yet meaningful journey that leaves many, including Hybe, shocked not because of uncertainty, but because of Taehyung and Jungkook's courage to go their own way. In the end, Taehyung and Jungkook's trip to Switzerland isn't just about the location. It's about the message. The message that behind the great systems and the spotlight of the world, there are individuals who are constantly looking for space to grow, think, and set their own course. Switzerland bears witness to that moment, a journey that may not be immediately missed, but will be remembered as one of the key points in their story. As time goes on, Taehyung and Jungkook's trip to Switzerland actually provokes deeper interpretations. Not because of the emergence of open conflicts or controversial statements, but because of the silence that accompanies them. In an industry usually full of quick clarifications and official releases, this silence feels awkward but also powerful. Many are beginning to realize that this journey may not be meant to be understood instantly. In internal industry circles, Switzerland is known as a place often chosen for strategic discussions that require complete calm. Away from the entertainment hub of Asia, away from busy schedules, and away from the immediate spotlight of the media. In this context, the presence of Taehyung and Jungkook in Switzerland could be related to in-depth talks about the future direction, both individually and as part of their long journey in the music world. Hybe, who is called surprised, does not mean losing control, but is faced with the fact that their artists are now at a different level of maturity and influence. Taehyung and Jungkook are no longer just names on a production schedule, but global figures with visions, voices, and choices. This journey has become a symbol of changing dynamics, where trust and personal space are becoming increasingly important. Also of interest is the timing of this trip. In the midst of various industry dynamics, public pressure, and growing expectations, Switzerland presents itself as a quiet spot. Many considered that this moment was not accidental, but a conscious choice. A decision to pause, not to retreat, but to step in a clearer direction. Taehyung is known as a reflective figure, while Jungkook is known as a perfectionist and dedicated person. When these two characters meet on one lonely journey, it is likely that what happens is not just an ordinary break. There could be long conversations, deep thoughts, and the formulation of ideas that are not yet ready to be announced to the public. Switzerland, with its tranquility, becomes an ideal space for the process to this day. The mystery remains. No big leaks, no explicit hints. But that's exactly where the power is. This journey teaches that not all big steps have to come with an announcement. At times, change begins in silence, grows in quietness, and only feels its impact much later. For fans, this trip became a test of trust. And for Taehyung and Jungkook, Switzerland will probably be remembered not as a destination, but as a quiet spot where new directions